Humble salutations at the lotus feet of Lord Venkateshwara. Vanakkam and a loving welcome to yet another enlightening episode of Sadhna, the Inward Path, your weekly dose on the preservation of our divine Dharma. With the fasting season upon us, today's show highlights the benefits of this form of sadhana. We meet with Wally Fry as he shares his journey to vegetarianism and conclude the show with a soulful bhajan in reverence of the Mother Divine. But first, we head off to our spiritual motherland for a lesson on the Nadaswaram. A familiar sound at South Indian weddings and temples is the Nadaswaram. It is believed that this beautiful sound emitted from the instrument dispels negative energies. The shape of the Nadaswaram is also closely linked to deities, with the bottom circle relating to Surya, the sun god. It is also dedicated to Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and the seven mothers. Sadhna learned more about the magical Nadaswaram during our journey to Chennai, south of India.
என் பெயர் நாதஸ்வரம் டி பாலசுப்ரமணி. என் பெயர் நாதஸ்வரம். நான் வந்து ஒரு 12 வருஷமாக நாதஸ்வரம் கற்றுட்டுருக்கேன். என்னுடைய அப்பா பேர் வந்து தட்சிணாமூர்த்தி, தவில் வித்வான். நான் வந்து என்னுடைய மாமா டேர் எஸ் ஜெயராமன் அவர்கிட்ட தான் நான் கற்றுனேன். அவருக்கு நாதஸ்வரம் வாசிக்கிறதுனால அவரை பார்த்து தான் நான் இந்த நாதஸ்வரத்துக்கு மேலே ஆசை வந்து நான் அவர்கிட்ட கற்றுனேன். எவ்வளவோ இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் இருக்குது, வயலின் வீண் இருக்குது. அதனால் எங்களுடைய குலத்தொழிலாளர் இருக்கிறதுனால இதை நான் கற்றுட்டேன். நான் அது இல்லாமல் மியூசிக் காலேஜில் கற்றுட்டேன் 3 years கோர்ஸ்.
Nadaswaram is a melody and this is a percussion. So melody and rhythm is a complement and they go along each place. This has been a tradition earlier centuries and that's been followed here even now. Now the interesting aspect is his uncle is a Nadaswaram player. So being a child at a young age of maybe 6 or 7, he was inspired seeing him play and he started trying it on his own.
படித்து கோல்டு மெடலிஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அது இல்லாமல் நிறைய மேரேஜஸும் வாசிக்கிறேன், நிறைய கோவில் வாட்சின்ருக்கேன், நிறைய கோவிலையும் வாட்சின்ருக்கு, பிரம்ம உற்சவத்துக்கும் வாட்சின்ருக்கேன். காஞ்சிபுரத்தில் ஆஸ்தான வித்வான்ன்ற பட்டம் வாங்கியிருக்கேன். இது இல்லாமல் நிறைய இப்போது கீபோர்ட் சத்யா அவர் கூட ஃபியூஷன் கச்சேரியில் அவர் கூட கலந்து வாட்சின்ருக்கேன். நிறைய சினிமா ஃபீல்டில் ரெக்கார்டிங் நிறைய வாட்சின்ருக்கேன். நிறைய மியூசிக் டைரக்டர் கூட அவங்க கூட எனக்கு வாட்சின்ருக்கேன். ஹாரிஸ் ஜெயராஜ், ஜிவி பிரகாஷ், ஸ்ரீகாந்த் தேவா, பல நிறைய மியூசிக் டைரக்டர் கூட வாசிச்சுட்டுருக்கேன். இன்னும் நிறைய வாசிக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்டுருக்கேன். இதில் வெளிநாடு போகிறதுக்கு என்னுடைய ஆசையாக இருக்குது.
This is a very interesting instrument, very hard instrument. As you know, it is a wind instrument, but unlike flute, where the quantum of air given out on a flute compared to this is very less. Here you have to be hard, blowing. It is full from your stomach, from the bottom of your stomach. It has to be blown with that heaviness. I would say it is very fragile instrument in the sense it's like human. You have to treat that instrument like a human.
இந்த பக்கம் மேலே வந்து 7 சுரங்கள் இருக்குது. 7 சுரங்களில் தான் இந்த 7 சுரத்தில் தான் நம்ம வாசிக்கிறது, சரிகமா பதனிசா வாசிக்கிறது. அது இல்லாமல் இந்த சைடில் 3 சுரங்கள் 1 2 3 இருக்குது. இந்த பக்கம் 1 2. இது எதுக்குன்னா இந்த மத்தியமம் வாசிக்கிறோம் இல்லையா, அந்த மத்தியமம் சுத்த மத்தியமம் பிரதி மத்தியமம் வாசிக்கிறது கேட்குறதுக்கு கிளியராக கேட்குறதுக்காக இந்த சுத்தமாக வாசிக்கிறதுக்காக இந்த ஸ்வரம் பண்ணியிருக்குது. இந்த ஸ்வரத்தை வேறு இந்த க்ளோஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. இது க்ளோஸ் பண்ணால் தான் அந்த மத்தியமும் கிளியராக கேட்கும். அது ஒன்று. அது இல்லாமல் இது பேர் வந்து அனுசன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அனுசரணையாக இந்த இதுக்கு போகிறதுக்காக அனுசம் பேர் வச்சுருக்காங்க. இந்த சவுண்டு வந்து நமக்கு வெளியே தெளிவாக கேட்குறதுக்கு. அது இல்லாமல் இது வந்து சீவாளி, இது பனை ஓலையில் செய்கிறது. இது இந்த ஒரு சிவாலி தான் நாங்கள் வாசிக்கிறது. இது மூலிமா தான் எங்களுடைய சவுண்டு நாங்கள் வெளிப்படுத்துறது. எங்களுடைய காற்று ஃபுல் அண்ட் ஃபுல் என்னுடைய பிரெத்தில் தான் நாங்கள் வாசிக்கிறது. ஸ்ருதி வந்து 2, 2.5, 3. கம்ஃபர்டபுள் ஸ்ருதின்றது 2, 2.5 வாசிக்கிறது. இந்த பனை ஓலையில் இதை வாங்கிட்டு புதுசாக இருக்கும்போது எங்களுடைய எச்சிலில் ஊற வச்சு பதமாக்கி அதை நாங்கள் இதில் இது பண்ணி வாசிக்கிறதுல தான் கேட்குறதுக்கு காதுக்கு இனிமையாக கேட்குறது. இதுலேயும் சிலது இதுவாகவும் இருக்கும், டேமேஜ் ஆகிறதும் இருக்கும், பிசுறுகள் வரும். அதை நாங்கள் பார்த்து எடுத்து பண்ணுறது. சில நேரத்தில் இது கொஞ்சம் ஓப்பன் இல்லாமல் இருக்கும், இந்த மாதிரி க்ளோஸாக இருந்ததுன்னா இதை அகற்றுறதுக்காக தான் இதை நாங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணுறது. யானை தந்தம் கெச்சில்னு சொல்கிறது, கெச்சில்னு பேர் சொல்கிறது. இதை நாங்கள் இது க்ளோஸாக இருக்கிறத வந்து அகற்றுறதுக்காக இதை இது கொஞ்சம் இது பண்ணிட்டா கேட்குறதுக்கு இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பர்ஃபெக்டாக சவுண்டு நல்லா இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இது பண்ணுறது. இதுதான்.
In weddings, again, there are a lot of people with lot of intentions coming and going. So, for the bride and the bridegroom not to get bad effects, not to get anything bad in their ears, this is blown in the right volume. And that is one of the basic reasons why this instrument is called the Raja Vadyam, meaning the king of instrument, because you don't have to have a microphone to project it out.
Welcome back. This auspicious time of fasting is regarded by thousands of Hindus as a self-cleansing process, a time dedicated to the practice of discipline and sacrifice. To some, the benefits of following a pure vegetarian diet during this time brings immeasurable personal benefits. But have you ever stopped to think about the bigger picture, the incredibly positive impact this choice has on animals and the world at large? We join Wally Fry as he shares with us his own divine turning point that is also changing the planet.
I was a farmer's son. And being a farmer, we have this notion that the animals we rear are just like units of economic value. And sometimes we don't consider what we're doing.
When Wally Fry, a livestock farmer, married his wife Debbie, a born vegetarian, little did he realize that soon he too will take to that path, or that his lifestyle change will become a catalyst to changing thousands more. While his 3-year-old daughter Tammy awakened his moral consciousness to meat eating, it was only after he had moved into the construction of a piggery he had built did Wally come to understand the senselessness and negative impact meat farming had on the world. With a desire to have more than just broccoli and carrots on his plate, the Frys began experimenting in their kitchen, and at the same time came an unexpected introduction to Satya Sai Baba.
I became attached to Sai Baba. And the one thing he said, look, if you need anything, you just keep repeating my name. So here I am trying to make these sausages. I'm a builder. I know nothing about food science, and I'm trying to get this thing done. So all the time, you know, even when I wake up at night, I'm just repeating Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. When I'm driving to work, Sai Ram. And you can't believe that, I mean, I say that it's divine inspiration. Some incredible things were happening because I didn't really know what to do, but the answer would reveal itself. And then I would just get to the next step. Then I would just get to the next step and the next step. We ended up with a product which is unique in the world. Now, when I speak to other people that might not understand Sai Baba, and then I will always tell them it was about divine intervention, and I really strongly believe that it was, you know, and even still is. It was never something forced in our family. You have to find that path on your own. With my two oldest daughters met their husband, they were their now husbands, and they were both, yeah, just meat eaters. In fact, the one, Richard, was not only a meat eater, he was a professional hunter. And they decided then that they would come and work for us. Started to realize what he'd been doing when he was shooting animals in the bush. He started to feel it, and he had dreams about it, that it affected him, that he'd all these years he'd gone out and done this stuff. And so he decided to become a vegetarian. I didn't ask him to. And then Sean, the other one, watched a video, which is a very interesting one. You can YouTube it. It's called Meet Your Meat. And it's quite shocking. It will give you an insight into factory farming. And we were watching this. When he'd finished watching it, he never ate meat again, ever. They are passionate about the cause, and the cause is to, I suppose, help people to understand what they need to understand, just to eat less, even if they don't become vegetarians or vegans.
Just by taking one day off meat is a massive impact. By water alone, if you say today is a Monday, I'm not going to eat any meat, you will save 3,360 liters of water. And then also, if you swap out a beef burger for a veggie burger on that day, let's say, a beef burger produces 5,595 grams of carbon dioxide equivalents, while a veggie burger only produces 200 grams of carbon dioxide equivalents. So you're going to cut down your emissions, you're going to cut down the water you use. There's a lot of trees get cut down to produce meat. South Africans probably eat about twice the amount of protein that they need every single day. Twice the amount, and it's only animal-based. So that results in things such as high cholesterol, obesity, strokes, heart disease, and cancer. If you just decide to cut back on meat or to go vegetarian, you're reducing the four leading chances of death, which is heart disease, cancer, stroke, and diabetes. A vegetarian has 33% chance less of getting any form of heart disease. They have far lower rates of obesity because cholesterol is only found in animal products. You're eating something that's had a pretty miserable life. Then, because they're living so close to each other, disease spreads very quickly. So these animals are pumped full of antibiotics. In South Africa alone, 60% of all antibiotics aren't fed to people, but they're put into the feed of the animals that we eat. And that antibiotics is then pushed onto us. Going vegetarian is one of the healthiest things you can do if you eat right. If you eat lots of fruit, a lot of vegetables, a lot of whole grains, a lot of whole foods.
Our whole quest is just to say to people, look, you can become a vegetarian.
To produce 1 kilogram of beef is 16,000 liters of water. So it's a massive process in getting that meat to your doorstep. And every single time you make a decision on what you eat, you're making an impact on the planet. And by just choosing plant-based foods, you will have the largest positive impact on our planet. So it's a simple choice, and it's every time you sit down at the dinner table.
My main thing is I don't care what it really does to me. I'm interested in the impact of what I'm doing to other things more. This is not preaching, because all of us are having an impact one way or the other. And even when we breathe, we're using somebody else's oxygen. So in some way, there's karma in everything. Okay, that we do. So we're not all squeaky clean, and especially me. I think, really, I might be a vegetarian, but I'm sure there's other karmic things that I've got to, deal with. If you can open your mind and clear the maya to the meat-eating thing, it starts to open or clear the illusion to so many more things, because it empowers your intellect to decide whether what you're doing is a good or a bad thing. And the intellect is a thing that human beings have lost. It's a thing that makes them different from cattle and sheep and goats. Is they given intellect, cattle, sheep and goats are not given a choice about how to live. We have got a choice. The intellect is the bright spark of something that we've been given that can give you the freedom of choice. So we're free to choose how we live.
Navaratri forms an integral part of the Hindu calendar, with 9 sacred nights dedicated to the worship of the many manifestations of the Mother in homes and temples across the globe. Sri Dharam Maharaj radiates the bhakti within with his soulful rendition of He Sharade Ma in reverence of the Mother Divine.
He Sharade Ma, He Sharade Ma, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर्ग देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर्ग देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण हम, हमें प्यार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझी, ये गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। मुनियों ने समझी, ये गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। हम ही तो समझे, हम ही तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू श्वेतवर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा, घुट सर पे साजे। तू श्वेतवर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा, घुट सर पे साजे। मन से हमारे मिटा दे अंधेरे, हमको उजालों का संसार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ।
Yes, touching the heartstrings of the mother from the man with the golden voice in Dundee, our own Dharam Maharaj. In the Mahabharata, it is written that there is no Shastra superior to the Veda. There is no person more worthy of reverence than the mother. There is no acquisition superior to that of righteousness, and no penance superior to fast. We trust that you have enjoyed today's show, and may you be blessed with divine grace during this holy time. Until next week, keep up your sadhna. Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati.
Shambho Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Tanana 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 Bholenatha Shiva Shambho Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Bholenatha Shiva O Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Bholenatha Shiva Shambho Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Bholenatha Shiva Shambho Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Tanana Tritum Dom Tanana Tanana Tritum Dom Tanana Tanana Tritum Dom Tanana Girdagadi Girdam Tagadari Girdam Tarigirdam Tagabholenatha Shiva Shambho Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Bholenatha Shiva Shambho Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Bholenatha Shiva Shambho Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Tritum Tanana Tritum Dom Tanana Tanana Tritum Dom Tanana Tanana Tritum Dom Tanana Girdam Tagadari Girdam Tarigirdam Tagabholenatha Shiva Shambho Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Mama Magasadai Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Bholenatha Shiva O Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Bholenatha Shiva Shambho Shankar Dhamaru Dhamaru Mridanga Jagadi Jagam Kailashavasa Janaga Sabesa Kailashavasa Janaga Sabesa Kailashavasa Kanagajavesa Trishuladari Darubajave Kailashavasa Kanagajavesa Trishuladari